Flick Drummond.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Speaker. And I rise in support of this bill, and I'd like to congratulate my honourable friend for Meridian on bringing it forward. It is a bill that will help update our way of dealing with the process, which can add to the stress of situations which are joyful at the beginning of life and sad at the end of one. And I also recall my honourable friend, the member for Sutton Coldfield, bringing a similar bill, which did not progress past report stage for reasons outside his control, and I hope we can complete the work and deal with this anomaly. I should declare that I do not have a registry office in my Meon Valley constituency, because they're in the surrounding towns and cities, Petersfield, Havant, Portsmouth, Fareham, Eastleigh and Winchester. However, this is something that can help all my constituents in the important duties they have to do to their families. Telephone registration, for example, for death in particular is helpful, as there's so many things to do at that very tragic time of life, organising a funeral and all the other things that you have to do with writing to people, etc. So I think this will make a huge difference to them. But it is important that we have accurate and timely records. But it seems it is no longer sensible to complicate the process in the way it is with the law as it stands. And I know that we have dealt with these measures through the pandemic, which have amended some of the processes of registration, but the underlying system still remains the same. I just want to thank all the registry office staff that have been working so hard to keep people and keep records updated, to help people, and keep records updated. And I'd like to thank them for their efforts in difficult circumstances. We can do much more to help them manage a system fit for the 21st century with the measures in this bill. The duplication of paper records and online records is outdated, though it is a practice which only dates back to 2009, as my honourable friend has already mentioned. As we've moved on to digitalising much of our national archives in the wider sense, we have developed systems for securely storing data while ensuring it can be queried when needed. It makes very little sense in 2021 to require registry offices to keep thousands and thousands of registered books and have them secure them in a safe in all the registry offices in the country. However, it is vital that the public, as my honourable friend was questioning earlier on, that the public have confidence in the process. And I believe that the familiarity most people have nowadays with electronic record keeping means that they will trust it. Registering a death in particular can be a difficult and a traumatic experience for relatives. And as I mentioned at the beginning of my speech, all my constituents will have to travel a considerable distance to do this. So I hope that the Minister will consider how this bill could allow that process to be less difficult in future, and perhaps by at least making it remotely online. Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker.